What is going on, Marvel Rivalers? It is your boy Chaos Pro and Skinny Lad Chris. This is episode 46 of the Marvel Rivals podcast. Chris, how are you, my boy? How you doing?
Doing good. It's finally to have a full week to where I'm not sick. It's quite a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
And I think there's a more important thing we need to talk about, and it's on your lip.
my lip.
It's on your lip.
Oh yeah, I went with a full mustache, trying it out. All
I like
right,
it.
I'm not
I
gonna
like
lie, my girl also really likes my mustache.
it.
I'm not gonna lie. Do you want to know where the inspiration came from?
Hmm.
The show Ted Lasso. I have been absolutely watching a lot of it. I finished it, and it is my absolute favorite show. And I am trying to be a better person, and that show just makes you want to be a better person. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try something new. This is Nice Guy Chaos Pro. I
I
like
don't know.
it.
I like it. I feel like I don't know. Sometimes a mustache is kind of weird. Like my facial hair grows pretty fast,
Right?
but I have like a baby face. So when I have a mustache, it looks weird.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm usually pretty clean cut, but I was like, I kind of want to try the Ted Lasso for a change. So you got Nice Guy Chaos Pro now. So we're gonna try this for a while, and yeah, but I appreciate the compliment. It seems like a lot of friends and family kind of like it so far. But we've got a fun-filled episode today. Actually, well, it's not super filled, but this one's going to be a little bit more grounded. We're going to be talking about the meta. We're going to be talking about a couple fun things. Sadly, we don't have a announcement for skins a whole lot this week, so we're going to be talking just briefly again. The summer skins are out right now. Make sure to get those. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of recolors. Make sure you guys capitalize on those. If I'm correctly, I think the Psylocke skin and the Loki skin are they timed exclusives?
I think so.
I think I bought them immediately,
I
so
think.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
they're timed, but I think they're waiting until the next batch comes out because there's gonna be a second batch of the summer ones, and then they'll leave.
I see. Yeah, I just know that I've heard some talk about it. I wasn't sure if it was confirmed or not, but make sure you guys buy those. They have had timed exclusive skins in the past, and they will be going into that 616 vault. So be sure to get those. And also the battle pass right now, really fun skins with Thor. Did you see that his hammer is what is it? Throg?
Yeah, it's the frog.
It's
The
the
frog
frog,
Thor.
yeah, the frog Thor. And every time you hit someone, it ribbits. So make sure you guys get that. That's a fiery skin. And yeah, but Chris, we're gonna be talking today about the meta. So what we're gonna be doing today is we will be talking about the meta, and we will also be doing a small tidbit on heroes that we think can help you guys climb. Now, Chris and I have hit Eternity multiple times, more than once, and I have done it. Me and him have pretty much done it on every role for the most part. We've played every character, well, not every character, but we've played pretty much every role in the game: tank, DPS, support, and we usually climb pretty well on it. We're very good, flexible players. We've hit Eternity multiple times. So we want to give you guys our advice today, and this is going to be more of a live way of, talking to you guys, almost like if it's a one-on-one, and giving you guys our opinions on characters to climb this season, as well as be talking about the meta itself. But before we get into any of that, if you guys can, please, per usual, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for me and for Chris. His details will be in the description per usual. Make sure to click on his name right in the title. You can take you right over to his channel. And for me, as we give you guys these episodes, we're coming up on episode 50 pretty soon, Chris. We're only a month away from it.
50 episodes of brain rot.
We'll have a
It's
fun
so
one.
beautiful. We will have a fun one.
We'll have a fun one for that one. But with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and talk about the meta, and we're going to be basically kind of discussing what is new, what is now that the season's kind of settling down a little bit and becoming a little bit more familiar to know. Chris, what is your thoughts right now on the meta? Who do you think is good? Who do you think is garbage? And who do you think is brain rotty? Started off with brain rot.
Brain rot. Okay, brain rot. I'm assuming is like bad. And
That or banned or whatever you think is bad. Whatever it can be. Whatever you want it to be.
okay, I have two sides of the brain rot coin.
All right.
Wolverine, brain rot. He's a brain rot character.
Okay.
He's permabanned. I'm that character is crazy. The fact that character exists the way he does right now is pretty crazy. I would say the other side of the brain rot coin is Spider-Man. That character is awful.
So bad.
Bad. He's
so
bad.
Good brain rot, bad brain rot. I like it. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be the guy again, but I'm really content with where Spider-Man's at right now. I'm as happy as a lamb, dude. I think I may have picked the best season ever to actually start playing Cloak and Dagger. Like this is actually the most freest it's ever been for me. I coincidentally I started working on more Lords as I am, and I finally actually playing Cloak and Dagger, Chris. And I'm like, I don't know how anyone can mess this up. Now it's just come to me as we're talking. Yeah, Spider-Man, Dive, all of them aren't really an issue. It's like the best time to be playing this hero. Am I wrong?
No, I think yeah, actually, yeah, honestly, I was thinking about this, right? Panther, he's pretty good.
He's really good right
I think
now.
Panther's good. Psylocke is good. Like they're both pretty clean.
Yeah.
Magic is
on the rise again.
Situational, but like not terrible. Iron Fist, though, Iron Fist and Spider-Man
are terrible. They're
terrible.
Horrible. And I'm okay with that.
Like especially Iron Fist. I think he's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm really happy.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for all the people that like okay, there's two sides of me. I feel bad for the people who are like, I just want to play Iron Fist. I want to play Spider-Man. I don't care. I do not want to fight these characters. If they're bad, I'm happy. So be it. That's just the way it is.
That's actually hilarious because, and I've said this for a while, I do think that dive players, for the most part, there's a lot of dive players that don't play with people, and they are genuinely, they just try to solo their games, and I'm not okay with it. I like team games. I like when people play as a team. I'm cool if a team wants to dive and coordinate together. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But I'm right now, these are what you call peaceful times, Chris. These are peaceful times. There is no war. We are in a non-dive meta, and I'm cool with it. Well, to be fair, Captain America and Psylocke right now are pretty decent.
They're good.
And I will say, Venom right now, of all heroes, Venom is seeing a lot more play. And I'm kind of happy because it's nice to see a Venom without a Spider-Man. And I see that a lot of Venoms are playing because there's a lot of Hellas. So it's kind of a change of pace. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't really mind the Venom. I think he's good. He's definitely he's like, the way I would say is he's definitely like pretty easy to get value on. Like he's definitely a pretty good character right now, but he's not like broken.
I will say this. The two main staple tanks, drumroll, I wonder who it is, right? It's Emma and Magneto still. And I'm gonna be honest, man. They're gonna just need to get rid of Emma at this point. I'm just banning her in my matches, and she's not even like bothering me. It's just I like the game when I'm fighting other types of tanks. You know, so I've actually been on a DPS fix this season. I already hit Grandmasters. I'm in the top 1%, 0.1% or whatever, I guess. I don't know, 0.1%. I'm at 90. I hit Grandmasters and it was like 99 point, like 30 or 40 or 50 or something like that. It was like, I'm pretty high up right now, right, in Grandmasters. And I just like fighting different types of tanks. I feel as someone that played a lot of tank, I just don't want to see other tanks have to go through walking and working around an Emma. I just think it's to a point where she's just, even though they keep nerfing her, it's just not enough. I think the general like way she's designed, I think she needs a rework, honestly. I think she's just too oppressive to the other tanks, and when she's off the field, all the other tanks can play the game now. You can literally have free reign of what you want to play. But when she's there, it's like, okay, we're going to have to play this specific type of game plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think one issue with it is like Emma is so hard to nerf her, right?
Right.
By just being like she does a little bit less damage.
Right.
Like how they nerfed her already. It's like yeah, she gets a lot of value from her damage and that's good. But I don't think they're thinking about how like her kick, her grab, like even if Emma's grab didn't do that much damage necessarily, it would still be really good. Like just because it's a grab and a stun for as long as it is, it just automatically makes it good. Like inherently. Like her ability, like same with like her shield and her beam. Because they're like, it does less damage, but let's buff the range. And it's like that those kind of like compensation buffs for when you're trying to nerf something never work.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It makes it kind of hard to balance a character when you're like, it's like if they're like, oh, I was about to make an example, but they actually did do this. When they're like, okay, Hella's stun is nerfed, but let's give her 2 more shots. Like, if you're nerfing a character, you don't need a compensation buff in the same patch. Because then it doesn't really nerf them. Really.
I feel like they just need to go in one direction or the other. They either lean really heavily into like her projectile style, or they just really lean into her being more of a grappler. You know, I feel like her having kind of both, and them just, I don't know what they're trying to do, but it just needs to like, I feel like they need to figure it out. Like it's just one way or another, or they just give her something completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like they are like a little confused on if like, because I think they're trying to be like careful with her
Right.
because they don't want to make her like bad. But if I'm being honest, like I was saying, I think it is hard to make a character like Emma bad, like to where she's not going to be played,
Right.
because she's gotten like a significant amount of like nerfs, and she's still everywhere. Like the amount of people playing her has not decreased at all from any of the nerfs.
Yeah, it's just she's just so prevalent, and I'm just like to a point. I'm like it. Like I said, it doesn't really. I don't really. I'm not affected by it. Like I've played her with it in the meta for so long. It's just like it's like whatever to me. It's just more of like you just take her off the field, and then other things are more available to be played, and it's just more refreshing that way. I will say though, on the other hand, Magneto's still just the best. You know. Do you have any idea what? Do you want him to continue to be where he's at, or do you want him to get like nerfed?
I don't mind really, but I think it's just he's kind of a necessary evil,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure like to the point to where it'd be like, because if let's say one patch comes out and Mag is like really bad,
Right.
I think that might be really bad for the game. But at the same time, he has just always been good, like always.
Right.
And maybe for a good reason, but I just think when a character is like meta for too long, it becomes a little stale.
Right.
Like, I think every season we've played, right? Mag is there always, like 100% of the time. Like, he's never just been like out of a season ever. Like, he's always in every match if he's open, like usually.
Yeah. I'm just like for me, I'm today. It was kind of funny. I was in a ranked game, and I'm playing mainly Star-Lord right now. Like that's just like my go-to. Which, by the way, I kind of feel happy because not even like one game in, I play the next, and instantly I actually got counterbanned immediately, like the next game, because I popped off my first game, and they were like, "Oh, that guy level 100 banned Star Lord," and I'm like, it was the most targeted ban. And it was like, oh my, all right, whatever. I played Phoenix and Schoolgirl, and I just popped off. I actually even played Human Torch, which was kind of cool. But I played a game today with Star Lord, and someone on the enemy team banned Magneto. And I was like sitting there, I'm like, I think I might just have a more of a blast. No one played Punisher, no one played anything like that. I just played Star Lord, and I just had a field day. I just had a blast because nothing was able to counter me. It was just kind of nice to be able to reign over everyone, for a change without having to worry about it. I just had to worry about support ults, and that was it. And I was like, I might consider banning Magneto more often for a change, just to kind of see how that plays out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you know how when you ban Emma, it pretty much makes any tank viable.
That's how it is Mag with DPS.
Exactly. It's and I would say even yeah, it like pretty much it works the same exact way, but I would say if you ban actually I guess for supports it's kind of even. Like Emma kind of makes supports life kind of hard. So does Mag. But like if you ban Mag, if you're playing like Punisher, Star Lord, or like even Hela, to be honest, like during her ult,
right?
It can like
it can get a little scary.
It can, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be like a necessary evil. Like if imagine he's so bad. Like okay, like this would be a scary nerf, right?
Right.
Imagine when he ults like Magneto, they lowered the threshold for what it needs to break.
Ooh.
Like that would, like they don't lower the damage it does when it's full, but it breaks faster. Like that would be.
Yeah.
It would change the like skill ceiling because you would have to have a lot faster reaction.
Be more choosing on when to use it, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'd be able to absorb less. I think that would be interesting, but I'm just wondering, like, what if Star-Lord just insta-pops your ult and kills like 4?
Yeah. You know what's funny is that he by himself is kind of keeping a lot of the DPSs in check by just existing. It's kind of an interesting concept because the devs technically don't have to nerf a lot of DPSs as a whole, right? They just need to like keep him the way he's at, now that you think about it, in order to keep a lot of other DPSs in check. And that's a way of around not having to balance things. Keep in mind, though, you also have Wolverine, right? Which Wolverine right now is just an all-time insane high. Like, he's just kind of a problem because of how much he can survive now with that team up. And it's kind of just scary. We actually let a Wolverine go in our match today. Like, no one banned it. We were like, yeah, my teammate was like, oh, let's just ban Black Panther. Surely they'll ban the Wolverine. I'm like, all right. And we did. And the enemy team banned a Black Panther. And Wolverine was up for grabs. And I was like, I'm playing Star-Lord. I'll just play keep away from him for a hot while, and I'll drain his health as much as I can. But if it becomes a problem, I'll go Phoenix. If you can play, he's a lot better at the dive aspects than I am. With those kind of heroes, and it kind of worked out. I mean, I didn't have to go Phoenix at all. I forced the Wolverine off, but then again, we didn't ban Emma, so it kind of worked out because I don't know, it just wasn't needed. Like the Emma kept the Wolverine in check. It was kind of cool. I don't know, it was definitely different. So I don't know. I also want to bring up. Does it feel like Invisible Woman's getting worse?
Yeah. I don't know, actually. I think that's actually a good question. I feel like I don't know if she's getting worse.
People know how to deal with her more.
But she's definitely getting taken care of, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I feel like she's dying. Okay, I feel like she's just been dying in her ult more. I don't know why that is. I think in general, just like I don't know what changed, but she used to be way harder to kill. I don't know if it's just like some of the buffs they did to other characters, but she just doesn't feel like she's as good as she was.
Yeah, you know it's funny. I think people need to go back to using the Invisible Woman ult and then getting out of the Invisible Woman ult when you're Invisible Woman. Like you just don't be inside of it. I feel like everyone just fights in it still, and she does not need to be there. She just needs to just like put it up and just let her team do the rest of the work. She does not need to be existing inside of it. I feel like, and I'm a huge advocate of that hero. I feel like she's just at an all-time low. Like, not an all-time low, like, but like she's just not. She's a lot easier to deal with, right? Like, I know that like my
Yeah.
teams right now, like everyone's just kind of like, I'm seeing more cloak and daggers, a lot more obviously right now. I feel like
Yeah.
cloak is kind of in a good spot. I mean, she's kind of meta with the most recent, meta that we had with all the flyers, and I feel like with less dive, she's just become kind of a little bit more easier. The fact that she has her Terra Cape where she can do deal double damage, that's really helpful for a support ult, like to destroy other, getting rid of Lunas, getting rid of Cloak and Daggers.
Mhm.
You have Magneto still that's able to handle Invisible Woman's. Wolverine is just absolutely meta breaking when it comes to support ults. The fact that he can just pick them up and then replace them into another area, that's huge. Iron Man's a really big. Have you seen? I've seen more Scarlet Witches than I've ever, Chris. What the hell's going on?
Okay, you know why?
It's her
I was
ult.
actually thinking about this. It's not just her ult. Um, I think one Scarlet is one of her only good matchups is against Panther, and he's being played a lot.
Right,
Plus, Iron Man is not being played as
right,
much.
right.
And I'll be honest, I think if you're good at Scarlet, Iron Man is not too big of an issue, but he is annoying.
Yeah,
But just the fact that like flyers are a little worse, and another good thing to keep in mind is Strange stayed the same. So like
yeah.
since
Strange is
Strange
still
didn't get,
really good.
he's really good. Since they didn't nerf him, it it's like a silent buff. Like whenever a bunch of other characters in the same category get nerfed, but one doesn't, that's like a
Right,
silent buff to that character because now it's more of like a leveled playing field between the tanks.
right.
Even though I would say Emma and Mag still just like wash him.
You know whose stocks I've been seeing increase lately? This one's going to be throwing probably you off by. But do you know who I've been seeing a lot more of in the field?
Who?
Thor.
Thor. Yeah. I've seen actually a good amount of Thors. I'm It makes me so sad to say it because I like Thor and I
Hmm.
kind of want him to be good, but I I'm not really too sure on how they should balance him because I think right now, if I'm being honest, I think he's not good. Like, he's still not good.
I played him the other day, just because I saw a lot of people playing him, and dude, holy, his change! I'm not gonna lie, his change to his ruins, where you can like activate it more often because you can get that free hammer throw. You can literally go into his his ruin throw where he throws the electrics, right? Um, you can get out of that, throw a hammer at someone, and then like almost be back into it immediately. I can't tell you how often I activated, I think 6 in the course of like 30 seconds. I was able to just throw, and then go back into the stake, throw. And I'm like, dude, what is going on here? I was like, dude, this guy is surprisingly he's hit. He's just like a projectile tank now.
Yeah,
And
I will say one good thing about Thor is he's a heavy hitter,
yeah,
but the downside is that he is not compared to everyone else. That man is just not survivable.
yeah. I feel like he just needs
Like
a
I
really
think that
good.
nerf to his shields really did like a number on him. Like the fact that he gets even less shields now, I feel like being able to get your rune awakening is good, but
It's more
my
offense than
thought
you have
process is
defense.
always like, yeah, it's like it's kind of rough to be honest. Like it's just like playing Thor. I would imagine you always play him for damage and like just to push the other tanks into your team and like just kind of be a disruptor, but like high damage. But it's kind of hard to do that when all the other tanks just outrange you and outdamage you with their base like
Speaking
primary.
speaking of tanks, can we talk about the Thing real quick?
The thing, oh, he's
He's
so good.
a menace right now.
He is so. Okay,
Holy go, my
one
God.
thing I was actually because we said this chaos so long ago. I don't remember if it was me or you who said it or both of us, like for thinking about it. But I remember it might actually even be before the game was out. I'm not gonna lie. But I remember we specifically talked about that later down the line, they might just add abilities to characters
Yep.
instead of fully reworking them and just adding an ability to like substitute for something they're weak for.
Right.
And they actually did it for the first time. Like instead of a rework like they did with Jeff, they just added an ability. Like it's not really a rework. They just
Well, add an ability without it being a team up.
yeah, like they gave him a new ability that's just his that has an entirely new purpose.
Well, Jeff did get a rework, but I see what you're saying. Without it being a rework, it's just like they added something to him.
Yeah,
I feel like
mean,
there was
like,
another
before
one
they
that had
changed
that.
Jeff's thing, but
But it is a game changer. I mean, dude,
yeah, it's really different.
now have you heard of do you know what the Pain Bros are?
Yeah, Thing and Thor,
Thing,
or not, no, Thing and Hulk.
Yeah, Thing and Hulk. It's the Pain Bros.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some guys like Hulk jumps in, Thing leaps in with him. And it's kind of diabolical, like how they just like left foot, right foot. You know, they're kind of just going in. Dude, it's kind of scary because he locks people in for Hulk, and the Hulk can just kind of beat people up while they can't get out because things, you know, ability to turn off mobility items or, you know, abilities. It's pretty interesting. I got to be honest, man. Thing right now, he's kind of hot, bro. He's like Hansel from Zoolander. He's hot right now.
I just think it's crazy that like last patch we were like he's kind of a wild card. He's he's good in some spots, and now he's just S tier. Like he's so good.
He's dude.
Compared to other, he's just so good into so many situations right now.
He can
and Wolverine's
literally.
good.
I'm not kidding you, Chris. I'm being hunted down by a rock man right now. This dude will not leave you alone. Like he has the kit now to constantly track you down. He can 1v1 now, dude. Just because they gave him the ability to leap onto an enemy. It is frustrating. Like I'll watch him like run at you and it's like, okay, he slams you down. You're able to get out, right? And then finally when you get out and you're like, okay, I got to try to survive. Like, what do I do? And I'm playing a character like Star-Lord, right? Where I'm like mobile. He closes the distance. I get a little bit further away. Then he leaps on me, punches me. And I'm like, dude, leave me alone. And then he leaps on me again as I'm just trying to run away. And I'm like, what is going on? This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. This tool that they have given him, slightly like it's the means of like a potential thing that is going to break the game eventually. Like the ability to leap onto an enemy. It sounds and seems so basic, but it has every bit of tool to just be a broken mechanic. I don't know what it is, and I'm predicting it now. It's my chaos prediction. This ability is going to be the bane to everyone's existence in the future.
I don't even think there's that. I think it's interesting to think about, right? That I would say right now there's definitely you can definitely fight flyers as tanks, but
Right.
It's not easy for any of them. Like it's not I wouldn't say it's usually any of the tanks' jobs to like 1v1 the flyers. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's kind of interesting that they're like, all the tanks are kind of having a hard time fighting flyers. Let's just make it so the thing can fly. Like
yeah, it's like what do they say?
Like,
two birds,
like,
one stone.
We make, yeah, they're not like let's wait till we make a new tank that can like whose purpose is to fight flyers. They're like, let's just make the thing do it.
I made a joke. I made a dad joke, and you approved. Got him.
Yeah, okay, you got it. You got it. You got it.
I'm
I'll
like,
give it to you.
yes, dude.
I don't know. It's so weird though. Like, okay. I can't even like imagine if they were to do this for other characters because it's like, you know what I mean? Because like Thing, I already think it's crazy. They're like, because it auto locks.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's a little cursed in my opinion to give a character that like to fix their weakness, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know, I will say this though. There is a lot of heroes in this game that
I mean,
like
yeah, that's another aspect.
there's a
Is
lot
a
of like
new
one-sided that
every month.
they
Every
could have
month
they
is
could
gonna
have
be a new
given
one.
this they could have given this ability to like actually anyone. They could have given it to Captain America. They could have given it to the Hulk. They could have given it to Venom technically, you know, like they could have given it to Black
Mhm.
Panther for all we know, you know, like it was
Yeah, like they
really
could have made it so Venom just like
yeah.
can like they could have made it so that Grasp makes Iron Man fall. Like
Yeah, it's like
they could have done anything like that.
they really gave like the rock paper scissor situation an out where your scissors, right, that can still destroy rock, if that makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
not pun, no pun intended you know, thing, but it's just like the thing is designed to he was originally created to help with grounded based dive, like to the characters that are literally diving your backline, he is there to keep them grounded. And now he's not grounded. He's literally grounded and flying. So it's like I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It's just I don't know. I hope they don't do too much of this because then it does ruin the character identity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, has the Thing ever been known to launch himself in the air like that? You
Yeah, like
know?
that is another aspect of it too, is like
That's a Hulk thing.
I I think for as much of like the bouncing is pretty wild in Rivals, most of the characters' kits themselves are pretty true to the characters. I'd like
Right.
to say. Like I'd like to think. Like most of them are pretty fair. The Thing flying off like Team Rocket, like you're saying, I don't know if he's ever done that, but I
All
think they
right.
just need to be careful with like too much of that. I think so.
I'm gonna bring a curveball. They did show a roadmap, right? Apparently we're still gonna get another team up. Is that right?
Yeah, with the Thing and Johnny.
Yeah. So okay, Fantastic Four is this week. I forgot that we didn't even mention this part.
Oh
Fantastic
yeah.
Four is literally this week. I'm going to just throw out a prediction because I really have zero idea. I anticipate that the skins that we get this week are probably going to be the Fantastic Four movie skins. That's my prediction.
Yeah. 100% is what it's gonna be.
It's got to be, right? I mean, that would be a
It's
missed
gotta be. It's
opportunity.
gotta be.
It's a missed opportunity. They did it for Bucky on the what was it? Thunderbolts, right? They gave him his skin. It's got to be the most missed opportunity if they don't have those like 60s outfits for this week. And if it's not this week, it's got to be next week because Fantastic Four, the last movie of the year for Marvel. It's the last movie until Doomsday. And then, by the way, I got a new friend here. I don't know if you've seen this, but your boy
Oh
has
my gosh, you got the popcorn bucket.
this is a popcorn bucket. I got it early, but it lights up, dude. Look at that.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sick.
It's so good. But I will say, you know, it it's gonna be a missed opportunity if they don't do that, right? So, um, I think what they're I mean I've seen the commercials. Have you seen the commercials where it's like it looks like Johnny's holding up the thing and
Yeah.
he's like
I
say the
we're thinking the
line.
same thing. It's
Yeah.
gotta be the team up.
Can you
The
imagine
flying
now?
thing.
So he goes from being the most grounded base tank. He goes to now he can fly, right? He can fly up to like Storm, Human Torch. Bro, are we really gonna have this conversation where we're gonna be saying Johnny's gonna fly him over and drop him off like a like a rock slide bomb. Like, dude, what are we doing here? Are we turning the thing into like into like
It's gonna become a
a rock
flyer.
pedo or something? Like,
Yeah,
I'm do if I'm doing if this is a thing, I'm putting on the thong that he has, and I'm jumping on everyone with my rock butt. All right.
yeah, and I'm picking Johnny, and I'm soaring over the skies with you, and we're gonna win every game.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I also is the thing just gonna have like 4 team ups at that point?
I don't know. This is getting ridiculous, but
Is there? Is there? Are we gonna put a limit?
yeah. So, anyways, we should probably get off the thing at this point. Try
much thing talk.
too much things and thongs and thing to thing to thong. All right. So, um, I think the next hero that I do want to kind of just briefly touch up on before we go into our next topic is actually it's going to be Loki. I really want to talk about Loki for a second because Loki and kind of Luna and Loki right now still the two best DPSs, the supports in the current meta. They're just the best. Luna still hasn't been touched, still has not been nerfed or anything like that. People are still an advocate for it. People are saying, oh, because the creator of Luna also is one of the big people for the game, the developers for the game, and that's the reason why she's not getting nerfed. I don't believe that. I don't think Luna necessarily. I don't think she's an issue. Like, I think she's. I mean, at the higher level, she's really strong. 12 seconds of 12 seconds of being in alt. I'm kind of used to it now. I'm just used to it. It's never really truly interfered with the way I think. I do know that it's a long time for a lot of people, but the thing is that when you have Loki being able to get his ult way faster than Luna and being able to pop out her ult through him faster in order for her to get to her ult, because her ult now has been nerfed to 5,000 cost. What is your honest opinion? Do you think that they need to nerf Loki of some sort? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. In terms of like, actually, I'll start with like what I think about Luna. Luna, I think she's the Emma Frost of supports.
Yeah.
Where if she is good, it's hard for any of the other ones to be
very good,
as
very
viable as her.
Very good
Like
comparison.
I think, and I would almost say the same for Loki because he's very often ran with Luna. Like they go together really well.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yep. Yeah, they're always, if you see a Luna, you might also see a Loki. It's pretty common.
Right.
And 24 seconds of not dying is hard to beat.
That is, yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
pretty hard to beat.
Like that's your Mag Emma duo of support is
Yeah.
Loki Luna.
And you are literally waiting that whole time for you to do your ult, and here's my proposal. If they were to ever nerf Loki, do you want to know what my actual thought process on what they could do to him? Reduce his ammo cost. Because he has 10, right? What if they made him have 5 or 6? Because he has a long reload. The reason I'm saying this is because he has Loki clones. The Loki clones itself.
Well, that's true. Another thing I thought about before is making his clones have a bit longer of a time to come back, so that you have to be more sparing with them. Because although you get 2 clones at your inventory, you actually still have an additional one because you can turn invisible. Your right click is a clone as well.
you can turn invisible where you plant a clone as you kind of like walk away from. And then he's got like 3 or 4 technically, not 2.
Yeah, it's like 4.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 pretty much. But I was gonna say earlier I saw a clip, and I'm pretty sure I think it was of Light. He was Luna damage boosted as Human Torch, hitting full headshots on another Luna, and he couldn't kill her because a Loki had 1 clone up shooting at her. And that is like, it makes me think sometimes that like, does Loki really need to be able to put out its clones as fast as he does, I think having 3 is fine. Like 3 total Lokis on the
Do
field.
do you remember how it was used to be only? I think it was only two. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They in the alpha he was really broken, and then they nerfed him in the beta, and they only allowed him to do I think what 2 clones at a time, not 3.
Yeah.
It was something like that. It was some kind of obscure change, and then no one really used him for a while after that, and then eventually like China beta came around, and he started to get more prevalent in that again. He started getting more play, and then I don't know. I will say in season 0, people didn't really know how to abuse him yet. I think it was still Mantis and Luna that were the best in general. The best they were the best supports next to Adam. Loki was just one of those heroes. It's like one of the things where it's like he's not really changed. He wasn't really buffed or nerfed. He was just kind of more like overshadowed by the others because of how good they were. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
man, I don't know. I think they reduced his ammo cost because he has 3 clones, right? That's that's multiple damage, multiple heals that you can apply to someone, and you get 10 of that. So 10 times 3, that's 30 shots technically. If you take it and reduce it maybe to 7, where he has like what 21 shots technically, or 15 shots, like who knows? Like you have to maybe be more sparingly about how you position them and shoot them. I don't know. It's just an idea. Don't crucify me in the
Yeah.
comments, guys.
I just think it I just think one of the most like powerful parts of Loki's kit is his uptime. Like he
Yeah.
has a lot of things that are like insane utility for himself, but also for his team. Like
Right.
he has a lot of damage, a lot of healing output. He has 2 very strong outs, not even counting
Yeah.
his lamp.
His lamp,
He has a
his
teleport and
teleportation.
invisibility
Yeah. He's got a lot.
and lamp. So technically 3 like outs if you really have to, right?
Yeah, it's 3 outs. No, you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
and then he has like counting the invisibility, he has 3 clones that you can put out at any time. Like once one breaks, pretty it's pretty strong. I do think another part that makes him like pretty strong as well is his clones come back pretty fast, even though you already have them on the field,
Right.
which I don't think is bad for the kind of character he is, but it's definitely like it's one of those things. It's how like just how broken is Loki? Like when you think about his kit and you compare Loki's kit to Mantis's, is this fair?
No,
Like
it's
this is
not.
not fair.
She is right now. She needs love. I have been. I was talking to Surfer today. I have been itching to play that hero since season 0. I really liked playing her in season 0, and yes, she was really strong in season 0. But if you look at it now, where she was in season 0, in comparison to where everyone is now as a healer, it's not even fair to compare. I would say if I were to give her like a rating out of like how strong she was like a good 70, 80, right? And that was with the Adam team up where she gets a revival, right? She was a good solid 70, 80, out of 100 rating, right? Like she was strong. She had solid heals. And they were still like, they weren't the best heals, but they were good. You look at like even Cloak and Dagger now, you look at Invisible Woman, you have Luna, you have like Loki. They've been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed, and like Mantis is still in the back line, just still waiting for her day like to rise again. She got this recent buff, and I feel like that buff was nothing. Like it just didn't even feel like it was meaningful. Honestly, dude,
Yeah, like
just revert her
it's good,
back.
but it just wasn't enough. Like
Revert her back. I
I
want to
agree.
just
Revert her
yeah.
to season 0. I think it's because like I just said, compare Luna or Loki to Mantis. Even Luna at her worst, which is still like basically God,
Right.
but it's like Mantis has never even been anywhere near as good as like Luna, except like
Season
maybe
0.
season 0,
Yeah.
they could be played to like together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually would say that Luna was still really good in season 0. I will still say this. Mantis was easily the best uh, support. I'm sorry. You can't change my mind. It just the team up alone just made her great. Like,
Yeah, she
but
was really good. I just think it's like I think it's either they need to tune down Loki and Luna, which they've tried to do, but I'll be honest, it's kind of like the Emma nerf. They're like, oh, let's nerf Luna's healing a little bit, but or they're like, let's make her ult cost more, but let's literally buff every other part of her kit.
right.
And it's like, you really can't do the -1/+1 buff nerf in the same patch.
Yeah.
I think that they did the same thing to Loki as well. I think they just need to tune him down a notch, maybe,
Yeah.
and let other supports shine a little bit.
Yeah. But I will say we're gonna be probably hopping over to the next conversation here. I agree with all your points though. You're kind of nailing it on the you're kind of hammering it on the nail right there. It's just I don't know. They need to do something this upcoming change mid-season. I do kind of want to see what direction they're gonna go. Blade's also around the corner, so we're gonna have to see how that ends up playing into things. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have still zero understanding of what kind of character he can even play out. Is he gonna be a melee? Is he gonna be a dive? Is he what is he like? Is he gonna be a DPS? Like I think he's gonna be DPS, right? He's got to be. There's no way they make him
DPS.
There's no way they make him a big boy tank or support. Like, what's he gonna do? Like bite the neck of the enemy and then give your team like health? Like what?
I'm not gonna lie. You know, all I want is from Blade. I'm assuming he's gonna have some melee stuff. I want another projectile character. You know, I fiend for projectile characters. Stop it with the hit scan propaganda and put in some more projectiles. I'm bored.
Hit scan propaganda. Yeah.
Put him in.
But I will say, going into this next couple of weeks, we're gonna have to see what's gonna have to play out because, you know, these seasons are shorter. So make sure that you do your climbs and be diligent about what you're doing. With that being said, let's hop over to the last topic. We're going to have some fun with this one. Chris and I are both going to give you guys 3 heroes from each of us. I'm going to give 1 tank, 1 support, and 1 DPS, and he is going to do the same. And these are heroes that we think that you should be playing to climb. Now, although we've talked a lot about the meta in terms of what our thoughts are on the things that, things and thongs of the meta, these are the heroes that we feel that in our minds, and we, like I said, we are high ranking players. We're not just some podcast guys that are bronze and silvers. We are legitimate, like eternity level, players. Like we know what we're talking about. We play the game pretty well. So, Chris, I want you to start it off. Give me the tank of choice. I will give you my tank of choice after, but discuss to me, tell the audience, who do you think is a great tank right now if you are trying to climb?
I think I would have to say probably just
Magneto.
He's really good for, I think his kit just kind of has everything. Like your bubble for yourself or your teammate. His shield is really good, just blocking out all that damage. His ult actually counters, I think, nearly everything in the game if you use it right. Like, you can one-shot pretty much anything if you hit a direct hit. Or if you're full charge, you can get, like, an insane amount of kills because this splash damage becomes, like, a whale size.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just has a really, like, leveled kit. He has a lot.
Okay. You want to know what mine is?
Is it Emma?
No, actually.
No?
You're going to be shocked by this. I actually think Captain America right now is actually really...
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
It's a super sleeper right now. Cap right now, in my honest opinion, and this is why I actually haven't talked about him a whole lot this episode of the podcast because I've been saving it for this. I actually think Cap right now is somewhat of a solid hard carry hero. I think he serves a good purpose. He's still really hard to kill. He has a support ult in a tank, so you could technically, like, if you feel like you just need the extra health and extra support to your team, you're a tank that literally can supply a support ult. Kind of a goated situation, especially if you're trying to rank up and if you're trying to get better. Cap kind of does a lot, man. I mean, if you can learn his advanced techniques on how to, KO people fast and whatnot, pretty good. He's got his great support ult still, great survivability still. Just a good hero all around. He can get around the map. He can really just harass the back line. I don't think he's really that bad against Emma either. I mean, he's just faster than Emma. He can get in and out. He's combos really well with other heroes like Psylocke, BP.
True. Yeah, like
he's got a lot.
Captain America dive is strong. Like
he's really strong.
He's really strong. Coordinated.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a really good one.
Yeah,
that's kind of a sleeper. I think.
Yeah, you like that? I came up with that.
I do like that. I think.
Yeah.
I think he actually has a really good place. Like I know Thor or not Thor. I don't know why I always say that. Thing is, he's good, but I think Cap kind of just has his own little special spot where he's kind of hard to deal with sometimes.
Yeah. Well, he's
just because of who he is.
The hero right now is. He's got everything you want for what you want to do in ranked, right? Right now, Cap is actually being played in a lot of high-level comp, like a lot of high-level ranked. Cap is being played. He's got a good win rate, but he's also the character that, like, he's bulky, he's strong, he's durable, that you can still go into a bronze, silver, gold lobby, and if you need to climb your way out, he can literally solo do that. Like, he kind of hard carries, like, he can just harass the backline, force out support ults, do things that you want him to do, the enemy to do. You kind of makes them play the way you want to play because you can do it all day. Yep. There it is.
Yep.
There's the chaos, bro.
Cap was played in a surprising amount of pro play, like in tournament, like the most recent tournament.
He's not hard to play either.
He's both sides. Like
he's
a very prominent hero in a lot of competitive play, and I think for a good reason.
Yeah, I mean, he's flexible. You can play with your team. You can play off tank. You can play with the tank, with your team. He's got everything. He's got support ults, everything. So that is my tank pick. Chris, lay me down on the DPS side, please. Who is your hero that you think can help rank up to climb in the rank on the DPS? There, I said it a bajillion times. Sorry. Tongue twister.
Okay. It's kind of boring, but I actually think Panther.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Because I've been like playing him so much recently.
Yeah.
And
dude, he is.
And okay, keep in mind, he gets banned a lot. He's kind of he's like the flavor of the month ban right now, where I don't think he's not overpowered, but man, people love banning him.
I'm just gonna say it, dude. People have been saying, "Oh, Panther needs buff. Panther needs buff." The bans speak for itself. Like, dude, the character is like, it doesn't matter if he's got everything he's got everything that you do and don't want from the character. If your team is bad on Panther, you want them to get off. If your teammate's really good against Panther, you want them to stay on. If you know the enemy team has a good Panther, you don't want to fight against it. It's got everything that you want to hate about the hero. Like you want to hate that you're mad because either your teammate's throwing, or you want to hate the fact that someone's proving you wrong on Black Panther, dude. Like, I'm sorry. This character is like, I told you, bro. I'm telling you, this character does not need buffs. He has not needed it. And I don't know if they shadow buffed him or what, but he feels like all his broken.
One thing they did fix is he has no regs anymore.
Yeah. When was that? When was that, like a shadow buff?
It was like a shadow fix. It's like a half a season ago. They fixed it.
Okay. I was gonna say he seems more consistent. I'm just saying, bro. The character is solid. He's being banned everywhere.
Why he's so strong is because I think for like, like Magic, if you mess your dash up and you just dash into the team, like the enemy
Hmm.
team,
Right.
it's not as like lenient for you to save yourself, and it's also not as fast as like Panther spear dashing someone and literally perception blitzing their brain, like to where like they can't even picture Black Panther on their screen before they like see the respawn timer. Like
Right.
it I think that's why he's so like I think that's why he's so annoying because like I love playing him and even playing him in high level lobbies where like these supports are not bad, right?
Right.
And they're trying to heal each other. They're patty caking. And if you have even one person helping you when you're diving as Black Panther, they're going to die. Like I had a Captain America earlier helping me when I was on Black Panther. That support is never living, ever.
Nope. No
If he's
way.
like, get on this Luna Panther, I have him half health, bam, blitz, dead.
I'm gonna
Like,
I'm gonna have to hard agree with you because my next pick is going to collaborate with Black Panther quite well. Do you want to know who my pick is for the DPS?
Psylocke,
It's Psylocke.
yep,
I think
he's very strong as well.
she is fairly kind of hard to learn. If you have never played a character like of her caliber, she's going to take you a couple of days to figure out. I'm gonna be honest, dude. She was actually one of the harder heroes for me to pick up immediately. I was. It's not. I don't know how it's. I don't, Chris. I don't know if it's a character that you have to be told what to do, or just have to experience it. I play Psylocke now, and she's probably one of my best heroes in the game. She's probably my second best hero next to Star-Lord. But she is very creative. But you have to know when to use your cooldowns. You need really good cooldown management. You need really good aim. And you need really good choice making. If you can do these three
Yeah.
things, this character will easily climb you out of lobbies. If you cannot do these things, I don't recommend playing Psylocke because she's hard. She is hard mode. She is hard mode, but very good reward for what you are trying to do. My DPS isn't as gifted as say Chris's, but I will say that she's kind of got the tools and means to be a great hard carry and a nuisance to the enemy team. It's funny how we're recommending all these dive heroes after we're seeing dive is not meta.
Yeah. I think it's because like Panther and Psylocke specifically, I would say Psylocke is really strong.
Mhm.
Like I would say she's like actually like close to being a pretty like she's broken. I think especially if Loki for whatever reason is not in the game, Psylocke takes over. 'Cause there's
I
nothing to stop her ult or like no lamp.
I will
But
say
Panther, I don't think he's as strong.
this: if there is someone that I would recommend to newer players, if you really can't, this is kind of like a side B, a side gimme. If you really can't figure out Psylocke, I think Iron Man is always just actually like a really good safe pick where you really can't get yourself into trouble. The only problem with Flyers is that at lower levels, good luck getting healed because that's the only real genuine issue. And that's not on you necessarily. It's kind of on your supports. And speaking of supports, Chris, who do you have for your support to hard carry the enemy or to hard carry your team out of situations?
If I'm being honest, I'm stuck in between two. I'll say the latter after my first pick. I think Cloak is actually in a really good spot right now. I think if you're like, because she is all about uptime, right, and
Right.
like cooldown management. I think if because Iron Man right now, he's not particularly like the greatest,
Right.
so it's you don't have to worry about his ult as much as Cloak, and that really only leaves Mag, which is like pretty survivable. If like you also have a Mag, just ask for bubble, go
Right.
around a corner, like do what you can to dodge it.
Right.
And I think her healing output is insane. Like absolutely insane healing output. The cloak, you can dodge like nearly every ult in the game with it. Her damage wall, like the Discord, is extremely strong. So is the healing wall. That's just like a healing.
Right.
But I think she's pretty well rounded. The one I would have like is a ladder, but I think it's kind of like I think would it is not as easy to play as Loki.
Yeah, that's good. I will say this. The only problem, I will rebuttal your Loki situation. Although I do think
Mhm.
Loki is an insanely good strategist, the
Yeah,
issue with hard carrying with Loki is that if your other support doesn't bring a support package, like a support ult to the table, you are
yeah,
kind of stranded with the Loki. Like you have
and
to copy
yeah,
the enemies a lot of the time. Like if you get an
definitely.
Ultron or if you're getting a Rocket, it's going to be really hard right now. Especially Rocket right now, I don't think is good. Do not play Rocket.
He
Rocket
is
is
terrible because of Phoenix right now.
yeah,
If she is not banned, do not play like. Actually, you just reminded me. That is another reason why I wouldn't put Loki over Cloak if you're trying. Because I'm saying like I'm thinking from only just like solo carry potential
right,
into like if we're starting from like silver or something trying to get to a higher rank,
right,
I wouldn't recommend Loki because Phoenix is also pretty good into Loki as well. She blows all the clones up like fairly easily, and I don't think it's the best matchup for Loki. It's kind of like running him into Bucky. You're kind of just giving him free booms. Same with like Moon Knight, same kind of thing, just free reactions,
right.
free damage. But Cloak is pretty good into Phoenix.
Yeah.
All of her interactions with her are
She
pretty nice.
she can't get hit by her dive. She can't like her dive ult. She can't.
You can cloak her ult.
Yeah, you can cloak her ult. You can damage boost against her. You can. I mean, she just has a lot of options where she just has a hard time getting rid of you. I mean, if you keep your distance from her, for the most part, she just really doesn't bother you at all. And you have ways of getting out. Like you have good self healing. There's just a lot of options that she has. That's just kind of like it's the opposite of what Phoenix is trying to do. It kind of just avoids out her game plan. So I can see that. I was gonna say also on my end on the support sides, I was gonna say Cloak and Dagger. You took that from me, so I'm going to go to my backup and say
Mhm.
Ultron. No, I'm just joking. No, Ultron is not a. I don't unless you have the best aim and you have triple support. I don't think Ultron's a good pick, and I don't think Rocket's a good pick. I'll probably say honestly, right now, pretty safe to play Luna. Same reasons for
Mhm.
playing Cloak and Dagger. If you have trouble aiming though, it's gonna be a little bit of a harder time. But if you can aim, Luna's pretty hard carry potential right now. Great ult. She doesn't have to deal with as much dive. If you can get really good at freezing people, kudos on you. I think she has a lot of great tools that you just can't really miss the opportunity on right now, especially with just not having to worry. Now, if there's a Captain America and other things around, obviously switch to something different. If it's too much for you to deal with, like Loki's really solid against Cap. I would say Rocket's good against Cap. Situations like that force your hand, sure. But for the most part, you know, Luna, I think, is probably second best hard carry potential next to Cloak and Dagger. I'm not saying that she's second best, but she's they're those two I would pick in general. One or the other. Preferably if you're trying to climb out, get really good on Cloak and Dagger right now. Really good time to actually invest in those stocks. So
Yeah, I definitely think both those choices, Luna and Cloak, very safe characters
yeah.
to play right now.
Plus, you guys get Gunner skins, on Luna and
That's
Psylocke.
true.
So invest in those stocks,
Moon
baby.
buff.
But Chris, I think that's going to be wrapping it up for this episode. Do you want to add or make any notes or say anything beforehand?
No, not really. I will say again, I'm so excited for Fantastic Four. I'm actually so excited.
Oh man, I am juiced myself. I'm a little scared because our friends. I just don't want anyone talking during the movie. I'm going to rip someone's head off if someone even makes a peep. If I hear a Tom or a Jerry just hammering each other or like bonking each other outside the doors. I'm going out there and I'm pile driving someone. No one talk. I'm just juiced because this movie, literally, last movie until we get Doomsday. We are getting, I believe, Wonder Man.
Wonder Man, yeah, sometime this year. I forget when.
At the end of the year. It's going to be the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Really cool. Also, I think it's being played by the guy that played Finn in Star Wars. And I remember he said he didn't have a very good experience with that movie set. So I'm happy to see him back on board. I like him as an actor. So that'll be cool.
I will say, I hope Marvel treats him
really good. He's a good actor.
really good. Because he's a good actor, and I will say they fumbled that man in Star Wars. And it is not his fault at all.
Do you know much about Wonder Man? Do you know like much about that character?
Not too much.
It's funny because it's an actor that plays a superhero that I think he dies and actually becomes a superhero. He's an actor that plays a superhero that actually becomes a superhero. I think if I'm speaking about the right one, I think that's Wonder Man. That's the thing. But he's a strong character. Like he's up there with like Blue Marvel and like Sentry. Like he's strong. He's a big deal. So, alrighty, Chris. Well, episode 46 of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for getting to the end here. If you guys can, please don't forget to like and subscribe to me. And also don't forget to go over to Chris. Always per usual, give this man some love. Thank you guys again. Leave a comment below letting us know why our takes are the worst takes and why we're wrong, even though we're not wrong per usual, because we're never wrong, because we're awesome.
Of course.
Number one podcast, Marvel Rival podcast. Woohoo! All right, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. See you next week, and I will see you guys. Peace.